In the headlines, former U.S. President Bill Clinton has reportedly met North Korean leader Kim Jong-il during his surprise visit to Pyongyang. State media say Mr. Clinton conveyed a message from U.S. President Barack Obama to Mr. Kim, but the White House denies this. It calls Mr. Clinton's trip a private mission to negotiate for the release of 2 U.S. journalists jailed by Pyongyang. In Thailand, a plane accident on Koh Samui has killed the pilot and injured over 40 people. Bangkok Airways flight PG266 was arriving from Krabi with 68 passengers and 4 crew members on board. Police say the twin-engine jet skidded as it tried to land in heavy rain. It then hit a disused control tower. You're watching Channel News Asia.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Timothy Go. Live news from Orchard Road. Live news? Anyone? Anyone? News? Well, it seems like nobody's interested in the news live from Orchard Road these days. As you can see, we haven't really earned a single dollar since we've been standing here all day. But that guy over there seems to be earning quite a few attention, so I'm gonna go and check out what he's doing right.
Busking or street entertainment is hardly new to Singaporeans, but by local standards, this group of people appears more interested than the regular passing crowd. And this is what caught all their attention.
Hi, my name is Jordan, I'm 24 years old, and I get paid too.
Hey, wait a minute, isn't that vandalism? Well, that was what his parents thought when he first did this on his bedroom wall 5 years ago. Neither they nor Jordan thought at that time that spray paint art, otherwise known as aerosol graphia, would become what he would one day be paid to do. Intrigued by a street performance he saw in Australia when he was only 12 years old, Jordan devoted the next 12 years to learning the craft all by himself.
One day we were invited to school to look at his artwork in the O-levels. And his work was displayed in the hall, standalone artistic pictures. And it was very, very artistic, which I cannot even understand. He used recycled materials to portray an Air Force pilot flying through the sky, you know? And the clouds are flying past him. And we were very, very surprised. From there, we knew he got talents.
Jordan was hesitant to show us some of his past works. No wonder. His artistic progress is evident across the years. A hobby grew into something big when friends and family began to appreciate Jordan's art. This 3 by 1 meter wood piece is by far his largest work. It was done on Dad's request. His dad wanted to have a piece of his work to display at home. And it wasn't easy to get his parents approving his art simply because of the hazardous substances inherent in aerosol paint.
I do not know how many times I've quarreled with my parents because they are really concerned of my health. But I tried using the protection equipment, like gas masks and stuff like that.
A talent remains a buried one if unused. Jordan practiced and practiced to hone his talent into skills. Skills that could be put into good use when other plans fail. Truth is, as a child, Jordan's ambition was to become a pilot, just like his dad. During his teens, he flew with the Singapore Youth Flying Club, did a diploma in aeronautical engineering, and now is but a few months short of completing a degree in aviation management. But faced with the economic downturn, even his applications for basic clerical jobs in the industry were rejected.
You can study as hard as you can, but other things like the recession and other factors you can't control. So you always need to have an alternative, so-called fallback. Like for myself, I had this skill in painting, and I fell back on that when the recession hit. So it would tide me over financially until I'm ready to join the aviation sector. But yeah, I think that's what differentiates me from the regular so-called MOE trained person, yeah, in that sense.
With hopes of flying put on hold, Jordan still leaves home every day with the luggage, except he is bound for town.
Initially, I was a bit apprehensive, to be honest. I asked him, are you going outside to bake? He said, no, Dad, I'm going to earn money. So after seeing what he did, and I went down there to see what he did, and people appreciating his art, and I was very, very surprised.
Creating awareness for aerosol graphia is his main aim for taking it to the streets 2 years ago. But does it pay the bills? Apparently, yes. Not only it pays the bills, it has allowed him to go on 2 holidays in the region this year. After enlisting to national service at 18, he stopped receiving pocket money. Jordan has since tried jobs in coffee chains, customer service, property and credit card sales, and even multi-level marketing.
Let's say you work in a cafe or a fast food joint, you get paid, let's say, $5 an hour. So I will be thinking to myself, I'm a $5 an hour man. Okay? But through busking, I realized that the amount generated is much higher per hour than going to find a normal job. And the more you get paid per hour, the less hours you need to work. And that gives you more time on your hands to do other things like play sports, go hang out with friends and everything. Because there's more to life than just a 9-to-5 job 5 days a week. You got family and everything to hang around with. You got stuff to do.
Get this, it takes him just 45 seconds to paint a simple piece. On a good day, he can collect up to $500 for his performance in spray painting service. Whereas online, he receives orders for his paintings every month. Compared to the 9 months needed to sell a piece of art in the gallery, busking not only makes economic sense, it also made him view art from a different lens.
There's a saying goes that artists don't make money until they're dead. I don't want to make money after I'm dead.
Although this is busking, right, I approach this from a very business point of view. I run by 3 principles. The first being it needs a very low startup cost. So when I first started off, I only started with 5 cans, a small mat and a few pieces of paper. So it's very small. The other one is high returns. So the second principle came in the fact that from these 5 cans, I've actually expanded to what you can see here. And trust me, these things aren't cheap. And the last one is potential for expansion. So the last principle can't exactly apply here because I can't create branches out of this. To create branches, I need trained people, and when they set up another place, they need to pay me royalties and stuff like that. But this is busking, everyone earns their keep. So this satisfies my 2 principles. And the last one, not so much.
So that night, I joined the artist to understand his busking business. Apart from the heat that made me quite uncomfortable, it was a little stressful to perform in front of a live audience. So I followed Jordan's instructions carefully. But
Gently.
Whew, I was so glad I managed to get the rest of it well.
Yep, there you go. Yeah. Last part, the most exciting. What you must do is darken the corner. I was saying this tool is very important. Right. Side. Go. There you go.
So what do you guys think? Hey, that's the best part of it all.
That's the best part of it all.
So that's why you do it out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my finished product. Not bad. I'm gonna try and see how much money I can get out of this after being watched when I was doing this. So let's try. Would you want to buy this? Okay, I'm gonna try and sell this now. Anyone?
Okay, go ahead.
I did this myself. Did you buy? Anyone? You can bid on it.
Jordan was
Start
right.
at $1.
Busking is definitely about meeting people. My colleague Melissa was quick to help with the sale.
2. See, it's not easy to sell a product, right? $3, there we go. Anyone for 4? 4, he's taking it for 4.
6.
There we go, 6. Wow. Okay, shall we consider it sold for $9? Is that good enough?
Yeah, I think that's good enough. On my first day I started, I sold my first piece for 2.
Hey, $9 is
and
not
$9
bad.
is a good effort.
It's yours.
First.
Hey, got my first $9 selling. Here's your $1 change.
It looks really nice. It looks very nice.
For Jordan, it is these little gestures of appreciation that spurs him on. And for the rest of us, it is guys like him who demonstrate how we should paint the bigger picture of our lives.
Yeah, I feel that everyone should actually harness whatever skill they have and turn it into a source of income. Because not only will they enjoy what they're doing, it's a personal motivation to actually improve on themselves and make themselves better. That would actually give one a higher sense of achievement than actually just going to work for that paycheck. When I finish a piece, let's say, and I think it's good, I think I really have done my best and produced a really nice painting, and there's people out there who actually comes and says, hey kid, you're really, really, really talented, and I think that is what drives me and that's what really makes me enjoy this, and honestly I cannot ask for more.
What I get paid to.
A resilient nation that refuses to be crushed by adversities. A country that achieved far more than what anyone else thought possible. Even in the face of these challenging times, Singapore has much to celebrate this National Day. As Singapore marks 44 years of independence, we bring you the latest updates. Watch it on Channel News Asia. Hear it on 938 Live in Capital 958. And get details in today. MediaCorp, giving you the most complete news coverage in Singapore.
What I get paid to.
You wouldn't have noticed its presence, a nondescript carpet meant to be trodden on. Except, this particular carpet holds a special place in Imad's heart, so much so he wouldn't even let anyone eat near it.
This is my favorite carpet, which is why I've actually put this in my living room. It takes a lot of work, and it's actually still made by tribal people. All natural materials, and it's, as I say, my pride and joy.
Imad isn't another yuppie expat who collects carpets. You see, he runs a family carpet business that goes back more than 1 century. His was a business that started out 130 years ago in a small town called Peshawar in Pakistan. From that one small store set against the rugged background of the Khyber Mountains, today, the family has carpet stores all over the world, including Singapore, the part of the family business Imad runs.
Okay, I'm about to see a piece of history right here at Salam Carpet. It's a very rare piece of carpet, which has, well, it's brand new, but
It was made 100 years ago.
made 100 years
Absolutely
ago.
minimum 100 years. It's been in the store for that long, so I'd add on 5-10 years.
And it's not for sale.
It's the only carpet which is not for sale. This carpet actually, this and another one, it's actually a pair. One my father inherited and one my dad's brother inherited.
So there's a bit of a family history, that's why it's not for sale.
Yes, exactly right.
Imad has lived this business since the day he was born. He made his first carpet sale at the tender age of 12 in Lahore, Pakistan. His father, Tariq, set up the business in Singapore in 1996, and at age 14, Imad moved to Singapore.
And it's the first time I ever traveled east of Pakistan and ended up staying here. I still remember, I think it was, I remember the exact date, 20th November 1996, I got to Singapore. I joined school on the 24th of January and in 97. And I used to go to international school in Singapore here. And the whole time, I mean, even between that time period, I was already working on the store and getting the shipment through, setting up the store, a lot of manual labor.
Imad spent his formative years working at the carpet store after school and on weekends. He would run it on his own whenever his father roamed the world sourcing for the most exquisite carpets. At such a tender age, there was still a lot to learn about running a serious business. Imad was responsible for the livelihoods of all his employees and their families. A lot of pressure. And with his father being so good at what he does, Imad has big shoes to fill.
When you're not selling, then you do have a lot of responsibilities and liabilities. So I just guess you've got to grow up a bit faster.
Growing up entrenched in the carpet business meant Imad knows carpets like the back of his hand today. Someday he hopes to write a book about them. But in a 5-generation family of carpet experts, this passion is handed down from somewhere. And in this case, it's clearly from father to son.
It is in my blood. I mean, if I turn to carpets, I don't think I can do anything else in my life.
You know, I mean, people actually, is this part of your ID or your identity, right? In Peshawar, we're actually known as the Kabul House family.
Yeah, our people just know us
as Kabul,
Kabul House. That's it.
So these guys are from Kabul House.
Yeah, this
so
is, yeah.
The store is not known by us, we're known by the store.
Yeah.
This is 100% silk, and it's approximately 4.5 years worth of work.
4.5 years. It's very fine in the back.
So, I mean, you were asking me why this is the most pricey carpet, right? So
Right.
you've actually had 2 people sit down and tie approximately 900 knots to 1 square inch.
900 knots to 1 square inch, okay.
There's 144 square inches in 1 square foot.
Mm-hmm.
This one over here is 4 meters by 3 meters, so it's around about 130 square feet. 16.5 million knots.
16.5 million knots.
Each knot is individually tied.
By hand.
By hand and individually cut. So it's not, you're not weaving it. You're tying a knot, and you're cutting it. Then you're tying another knot, then you're cutting it. You've got to do that exercise 16.5 million times. This is Persian art at its best.
So how much is this carpet here?
This will be in the region of $140,000.
Wow.
Still not much for 9 years of labor.
What I get paid to.
A world of media within your reach. MediaCorp wishes Singapore a happy birthday. Join us for the pledge moment on 9th August at 8:22 p.m. wherever you are.
Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong's National Day message will be telecast on Saturday, 8 August at 7:30 p.m. on Channel News Asia. You can also read the message on our website after the telecast at the following address.
Money matters, and in the current global economic turmoil, the stakes have never been higher. Let MoneyMind be your guide to successful wealth management. Join Melvin Young as he gives you a roundup of the world's financial news, keeps you updated on the markets, the numbers, the trends, and learn smart investment strategies from analysts and experts. Be right on the money with the all-new MoneyMind every Sunday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel News Asia. MoneyMind is brought to you by the WRX STI.
What I get paid to.
Among the 5 generations of carpet sellers in his family, Imad is the only one who has another job in asset management. But his father is convinced this is merely a phase.
I just let him go because I could see that he has a passion for banking. So I tried him to go work for a few years, and I know that eventually he will come back. Let him burn out.
When I start to burn out a little bit, then I'll just take a little holiday. You do whatever's required. So for me, that means pretty much 24/7 work life, but I do enjoy my work, so I suppose that's okay.
But if he had to make a choice between the 2 professions, which one would it be?
Whichever pays more. Now that's a tough one. I don't know. I'd rather delay that decision.
Imad employs over 80 staff to man his stores while he is working during the day. But any newbie who comes in to work for him isn't allowed to work the sales floor before observing the others for at least 4 to 6 months.
So basically, if you're ready, you can try opening up a couple of carpets and see how we get on, yeah?
Sure. I'm going to be carrying a $6,200 carpet, which is taller than me. Oh, God, it's heavy. This is about, what, 20?
About 20, 25 kilos,
Okay.
yes. Sounds about right. I'll move out of the way.
Okay. Okay, everyone, clear. You don't want to get hurt.
And it has to be straight.
I'm going to roll this out straight. Can I do it? Let me do that again. I'm ready for this. Let me...
Just keep on holding on to it.
Okay.
Now, do you want to give a shot at a 60-year-old man?
I don't... You can do this?
Papa, yeah, don't hurt your back.
Oh, wow.
60-year-old man with this kind of weight, I would just do it. Eh?
I think you do a better job than I would.
Just see.
Okay.
Just hold it like this.
Careful.
Wait a minute. And then you hold it like this. Wait a
Okay.
minute.
Papa, careful.
Like this. And you don't throw the carpet. Just throw it out.
Let's see. Wow. Okay, if a 60-year-old man can do this, I can do this too. God, I can't even lift it anymore. Okay. So hold on to the edges.
Step forward and gently.
Okay, I had my fingers crossed somewhere. Okay, I think...
You can open the rest with your hand.
I think if I'm a salesman, this is what I'll do. There you go.
And that was how Imad started out, carrying 100-kilogram carpets from the delivery truck. He doesn't have to do that anymore. Now he looks after profit and loss and dealing with high-profile customers.
This is what?
And there's an added perk to being a carpet salesman that Imad specially enjoys, and that's making house calls and personally delivering carpets.
Hi, Emmett. How are you? Come in.
Hi, Rob. How are you?
Good to see you again. You well?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Good. Very well. We've had the carpets in place for a couple of days now, and they look amazing.
Robiano is an avid customer of Imad's. He's bought 4 carpets from him, and he's still looking to buy a few more.
When we first started looking for carpets to buy, we were very wary of who to approach because we'd heard some horror stories. But when we went into a Imad shop, we very quickly realized that here's a family of 5 generations that have been in this business for so long, and they really spoke with passion from the heart. Thanks to Imad and his father, I learned that not all carpets are created equal. I thought a carpet is a carpet is a carpet, and it's not the case at all. And for me, it's clear that every carpet has a story to tell. We've had an introduction to a whole new world.
I think to be able to survive in this kind of job, or this industry for that matter, you need a lot of passion. You need years to actually understand what goes into the carpets and how to impart that knowledge to your customer as well so you can sell it properly. Not anyone can do this job.
Every day I wake up older. So many people ask me why. Waking up in the morning, getting home way too late. 7 days of 24, walking in these shoes is what I get paid to.
One has talent, the other scouts for talent. All right. And I tried to do their job for a day.
Have you had anything to eat all day? Skinny and kind of hungry, don't you think?
Join me as I get into the swing of things on I Get Paid To, Tuesday, 8:30 on Channel News Asia.